and just get everyone going.
Well, Pervy doesn't give a shit about shit, man. It's like he's hiding behind that makeup, and he don't give a shit, man. I kind of when I started Pervy the Clown, I actually started a couple years ago, and I started it on Halloween, and Candy wanted to do a Halloween contest for Chatterbait, and so normally Candy works with other females, and I was like, okay, well, I'll try to do something, and I went and got a clown outfit, and I was never into clowns, Steve. I didn't give a shit about clowns ever, and I didn't even know how to act. And then I put the clown outfit on and just tried to make a funny voice, and acted. I figured, you watch TV, and I figured like Ace Ventura, the guy that plays him and stuff. I figured, man, be crazy and just go all out. And if people think I'm nuts or whatever the hell, then fuck it. It's just fun and games. And one show led to another, to another, to another. When I was only planning on doing one show, so that's how I do Pervy, anyways. For all you out there listening, Pervy don't give a fuck.
It's funny how like that kind of happens. Like that happened with I had a fan's idea to put on some hockey gear one time because I play ice hockey, and that turned into like one of my like big shticks actually. For a little while, just putting on like shoulder pads and knee pads and just being naked complete. Like other than that, people loved it. I mean, when I first did it actually got my viewers from like 50 to like going up to like 400, and that was like my big like leap.
Nice.
And I would do it here and there, but I didn't want to do it every single time. But I remember when I saw you, and I thought you were like a trained professional clown. I was asking you about it, and you're like, "No, just put this on."
Quite a few people asked me that too. Sammy Brooks asked me. She's like, "Did you go to clown school?" And I'm like, "No." And Ron that was running the webcam awards, he asked me that. I mean, I'm like, "No, man, I never been to clown school." And
I don't think you knew there was a clown school.
I didn't
at the
even
time.
know that, Steve. Yeah, I didn't even know there was a clown school till everybody started telling me that. A clown college or something they call it. I didn't even know that, man. I was like, wow, man. I just cut loose and I let it go. I always wanted to be an actor when I was younger, and I watched porn, and I had porn actors that I liked, and I was into Evan Stone, because he did the acting, like on his movies and stuff. I was into more or less the parody, and I
heard you're doing the It parody.
Yeah, that's coming up, actually. It's going to be coming out. We're going to start working on that in a couple months. There's going to be quite a few porn stars that are in that movie. So, I'm kind of nervous about it, but I can do a clown good, but I just, Are you
going completely as Pervy, or are you going to edit it to be like more like It?
Well, they're calling it Pervy Wise, and it's going to be more like It, and it's actually going to be based off the book, because the book was actually dirty, and if you have ever read the book is it's way dirtier than actually his first movie. There's
actually
I
heard that, and actually I haven't read it, but I do want to read upcoming Stephen King book. Like he has one coming out called like Sleeping Beauties that I was interested in reading. Mm-hmm. And I bet is it like Penny Pervy Wise? You'll come too. Yeah, I can see that being like the under caption.
Exactly. It's going to be really good, man. We're going to try to knock it out, and actually, it's I'm excited about it, Steve. It's just I'm kind of nervous because when I play Pervy, Pervy's perverted, but Pervy's kind of how do you say that word?
Theatrical.
So it's not Pervy's not really scary, because people that watch are scared of clowns. They'll step in there and then they'll go, oh my God, you're actually a clown that I'm not scared of, and so it's trying to take the clown and kick it up a notch to be scary with it. And I'm actually used to, we also, me and Candy also do scary movies on B-Movie TV. And we not only do the pervy once a weekend, he gives us a slot to put scary movies. So we try to make like scary movies with some titties in it, stuff like that. And we've actually did 2 or 3 movies now, Candy, and everybody's liked them, Steve. So it's I can do the scary thing, like in bondage outfit or whatever. But I don't know about the clown, it's just, I guess I got to try, and, I got faith in myself, so, I feel I can do it, so, but it's kind of a scary thing to me going, okay, I got to try to play a clown scary when I actually play a clown perverted and, and yeah,
still keep that raunchiness though.
Yeah. So it's a nervous thing. I'm excited, man, and it's going to be an awesome movie. I know that because I've already read the script, and the script is phenomenal,
awesome.
man.
I want to see it.
Yeah, the script is phenomenal, and I'm just like, oh my god, this is going to be fucking good, man. Just straight up good. I already know. I know we're gonna get awards, nominees for it, just off the script. If the movie comes out good, like the script, So it's I'm excited.
Right.
I'm excited. Yeah. So Candy's got more questions for you, Steve.
Yeah, like you said, like people being scared of clowns and things. Like Tim Curry did a big injustice to a lot of the clowns there.
Exactly.
But this new it wasn't actually super scary.
That's what I heard.
Yeah,
I didn't think.
It wasn't. A lot of people I've heard been let down about it, and a lot of people were like, why'd you even change the costume? But they had to change the costume because it wasn't the same. Wasn't it a different director that directed this movie?
I believe
Right, yeah.
So so they'd have to change the costume. So I mean, I thought it was still kind of creepy looking, the clown, but I didn't get a chance to see the movie yet.
Well, I actually loved it. The acting and like the kids are just amazing in it, and it's like I actually think they're like the best team of kids ever, like even better than the Goonies or anything. To like,
so you actually got
really
to see it then.
like really good movie, but not super scary for me personally. I grew up on horror movies, and it wasn't.
So it wasn't too bad then.
It wasn't too scary.
So what was your scariest movie when you were young? What did you hate the most?
Well, my mother, there goes my mom again. She was having me and my brother like watch horror movies. Like I think I was probably like 5, and my brother was 3, and we're watching Jason and Freddy and Michael Myers and already, and at the age of 5, and we were scared of the dark until we're probably like 10, 12 years old. But those guys. The first Freddy actually was probably like one of the scariest. Just being scared of your own, like just sleeping. Was probably like just one of the best ideas ever.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times, like I think people get scared of like things that could be real now. Like people are scared of like robbers, so people in like weird masks and dolls, and people are scared of like a lot of like puppets and dolls and stuff now.
Yeah, mine was my scariest movie was Halloween, man. Halloween and The Exorcist. I did not like The Exorcist because my dad had a friend that his wife was sick and she was in bed, and when you go to their house, she was just in the living room in a bed, and my dad would go work on a vehicle with his buddy, and they'd set me up in the house to watch TV, and I don't know what the lady had. But she laid in bed moaning in pain, and I was scared to death, man. I thought they were setting me up all the time, I was like, oh my god. I did, man. And I didn't understand. I was a kid, and then that Halloween, man, every time I walked down the street home from school, man, I walked past the bushes, I'm like, I didn't like it, man.
That was actually like my favorite. Like my brother actually ended up liking Jason the best, and I liked Michael Myers, and it was kind of like we ended up like comparing kill stats and stuff like that, like we were on their teams or something like that.
Always gonna do that when you watch horror movies. I do the same thing. For me, mine was The Ring. That came out a little later in the years, but I never liked creepy girls running at me quickly. If you can move like that, it's not okay. I don't like it.
Yeah. Yeah, like jittery, like crazy motion. Yeah,
I like that. I'm like, oh my god, they're crawling at me.
All the listeners are out there going, wait a minute, what about the porn, man? What about the porn?
Yeah, right. That's the thing about cameras. We actually talk about a lot of things besides like sexual stuff sometimes, and like and especially on Chatterbait, people are like, "Oh, I didn't know this is a chat show," and they leave. I'm like, well, it does say chat in the name of the website. So.
Yeah, totally.
And masturbate.
Yes, totally.
Yeah, in my show, I talk about like I'm a nerd. I like video games and and I watch a lot of Netflix, and I talk about these things all the time. I talk about my sense of justice. You know, people like human rights and stuff like that. And sometimes I get really deep in my shows, and and some people miss this because a lot of times I am keeping it sexual. Yeah. But after I do my cum show, which everyone's usually out by that point, but I actually do sit down and just talk about life and stuff, and really try to get deep with my fans.
Yeah, see, that's
you seem
good.
like you're pretty real with all your fans, Steve. Have you ever had an embarrassing moment on cam?
Yeah, I have. Luckily not in a while, but about 2 years ago, this month, I actually had an incident on cam where I was playing with these, I do a lot of anal stuff, but I was playing with these anal beads, and this didn't have a little handle at the end or anything, and I was playing with the last bead, and some of my friends were kind of they were interested in me continuing, and I was pushing it halfway through, and it kept pushing out. I kept doing that over and over again, trying to turn everyone on, and eventually instead of pushing it out, my ass just took it in. And I lost the anal beads inside me.
Were you able to get it out?
Well, yeah, an hour and a half later, I was freaking out. My fans are telling me all different things.
Oh my God.
I would have been so freaked out.
Some people said I need to go to the hospital. Others just said to relax.
And that's embarrassing to have to go to the hospital like that. You'd be like, oh no, you know.
Every time I do anal, I always think I'm going to end up in the hospital with this stuck on my butt. Great.
Yeah, I mean, it was a little stressful. I ended up having, I stayed on cam for 10, 15 minutes at first, getting people's advice, trying to get it out. And then, I stopped my cam show. I continued to fail to get it out. And then I had to go to, went to CVS with it still inside me. Got, an enema, came home, used it. So it took, about an hour and a half. And then someone bought the toy afterwards because they were really excited that this toy was inside me.
You sold it afterward. Awesome, man.
That's an embarrassing moment. So much better. Hell yeah.
I'd be afraid to move because I'd be afraid if I even stood up and started walking around, it's going to get even worse where I can't get it at all, So I'd be like, don't touch me, don't fucking move me. I can see it now.
I can only go so far.
I know, but I'd be freaking. I'd be scared.
Yes.
I mean, you don't know. You don't know. I mean, unless you do know about your body a lot, I guess, or studied it. Me, I'd be scared to death. Or I'd be like, oh my God, don't move me, don't touch me.
Yeah, I mean, I was really nervous, and who else am I going to talk to about that besides my fans? It's kind of a funny incident involving camming. I wasn't going to bring that up to my my friends and family.
Well, thank you for sharing it with Mindfuck Radio, though. Oh, yeah. That's awesome, man. Where this is a place you can be real and let it out, man. Heck yeah, man.
What's your most unusual request you've gotten on cam from your fans?
Unusual request. I've had I have a lot of fetish requests. A lot of times it will be it's kind of normal to get so when I say they want you to do daddy talk or call my asshole boy pussy or feet, armpit, mouth, tongue, all that stuff. But I think one of the most interesting person I ever talked to, he wanted me to get in a certain uniform. It was white socks, Nike sneakers, white tank top, and blue jeans, and he wanted me to get in my bathtub and just take a bath
in your clothes?
In the water and stuff like that. And we've done this in a private show, and he wanted me to like take the shoes off and put soap in it, and like I had to make sure this was a like pretty cheap pair of sneakers.
Oh yeah.
And
so